Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Nova Aetas. Now, when we left off, I was still sick. I'm feeling a little bit better, but still a little bit under the weather, so yeah. Anyway, we are going to be attempting to make our masterpiece. I have actually done a couple of tries, and I wasn't really successful, but I'm hopeful that we'll be able to capture it on camera. So, yes, I did actually fight a bunch of looters off screen, and I gained a bunch of loot, and I sold that, and then I purchased some additional food and water and things like that. Even some mead, if you can believe that. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And otherwise, we don't really have much to report, which is kind of sad. But I have a 9% chance now. So let's go into the guild hall, which is actually what you guys told me about, is actually a really, really good shortcut to get through to the guildmaster himself. So, let's see here. Oh, I have a 10% chance now. Okay, so apparently I gained an additional 1% chance. I had a 9% chance before, but I did just finish a workday, so let's see. It's only 150 florins. It is potentially going to work. Oh, no, maybe not. So this is what I've been doing. Yes, we need to prepare the right things. I need to work in this manner. Let's see the results. Nope, there's nothing. No. Well, yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing for quite some time, and hopefully 10% chance will be enough for us to do this. And there we have it. I did it another, I think, 6 or 7 times, and there we are. We created excellent bread, and 126 prestige points are now ours. So, there we go. The Guildmaster says, "It is a wonder. Never before has mankind created such a great wonder." Yes, excellent bread. I'm pretty sure there's someone else that's made excellent bread, but anyway. The guild is delighted to welcome you and your skills. You may call yourself a master now. You are now free to start an enterprise in this town, which is amazing, because now I want to do that. I definitely want to do that. So let's see here. Yes, a mill and bakery to make bread from flour. Yes, so that is 4,500. Our profit is going to be minus 254. Yeah, you know the reason for that? Because obviously there's not actually that much flour available here, but we are going to be gaining the flour from our nearby farm. So hopefully we're going to be in profit very, very soon. So let's see what we can do here. I'm actually going to head on over to our little place here. Oh, there's some veteran archers. Need to be a little careful of those. But anyway, let's go into the farm, and we're going to take out, as you could see, huge amounts of flour. Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm going to put all of these in the top here. Going to be doing a little bit of inventory management. There we go. So we have a huge amount of space, and I'm going to be taking as much flour as I can, and then we're going to be giving that. I'm not going to take as much as I can. I just want to see. I can actually take quite a bit, but I'm going to just take that, I think. One more. There we go. Okay, so let's see how that actually works, because I haven't done this before, believe it or not. With the enterprises, I've just let them get on with it. I haven't done anything. Oh, no. No, I didn't want to do that, thank you. I haven't done anything in particular. So, is this up and running yet? Ah, we hope to begin production in about 7 days. Okay, so it's not yet up and running. So, I'm going to wait for 7 days. I'm actually going to wait for 7 days. I think it's probably going to be worth it. Alright, so I decided that I would use the time a little bit more efficiently, and I went over to Rivercheg because I wanted to become an apprentice with a different style. So I became a blacksmith's apprentice, and I was just about to wait for the next day just to get, you know, the percentage up and everything, and this has now popped up. So during your travels, you notice an old beggar with tousled hair and shrouded in tattered clothes. Before he can end his request for some gold, a young swiftly boy steps out of the shadows and pushes him into the mud, and runs away as fast as he can. While surrounding people are stunned, you give him a hand and pull him out of the mud. As your parents taught you, you offer your help and give him some silver pieces. Then suddenly, as he stands up, his clothes fall off, and you see he wore a wig, which fell off his head. You see this beggar is actually dressed well. It's no beggar after all, just a miserly, seemingly rich Scrooge begging for money. Okay, so, oh, that's kind of amusing. So yes, as you see, we only have 8,400. It's actually quite a lot, but you know, we've lost quite a bit considering the building of the bakery. Yes, bakery, thank you. So, how dare he ask for money? I'll push him into the mud again. 60% chance of gaining bad religion trait. How does he dare to take my money? I would cut off his head if I was slightly angrier. We gain prestige, but then we gain a bad mental state trait. Right. And if he cannot live without money, he can have my purse. That's only 300 florins, but we have an 80% chance of gaining a good religion trait. See, that's the thing. I don't really want to gain any bad traits, because they're going to last for the entirety of the game. Whereas prestige comes and goes. I don't really care about prestige that much. Obviously, we do need to care about it, but traits are forever, as far as I'm aware. So I'm going to take option 4. There we go. 300 florins is actually not that much anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. Are we going to gain a good trait? I don't know. Time is passing, but I'm not entirely sure if it will give us something. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but 80% chance is quite a bit, so... Okay, let's just see. Ah, there we go. Ah, pious. Pious. This person leads an honest life and addresses religious matters with the importance they demand. Plus 50% battle advantage benefit from tactics skill. Only against lords with a different belief. Okay, so we need to advance our tactics skill somewhat. That's going to be pretty good, I guess. But yes, for the most part, I guess I'll just cut away again. I would like to buy some more seeds, however. So yes, I'm going to try and power through with a huge amount of wheat and everything, and hopefully we'll have so much money going at our mill that it will be insane. Really, really good. So there's an extra plus 5 prestige as well. So yeah, not bad. Okay, so I'm actually pretty excited to see what the options will be when we enter our mill here. And I do have a full inventory of flour, by the way. I just did that off screen. That was a little bit easier. So let's show the stockpile, I guess, and we're gonna... yeah, this is gonna be kind of amusing. So let's just see what happens here. I actually don't know what will happen if we completely fill up the stockpile, but I have flour for a reason. I'm not using it otherwise, so might as well make good use of it. So yes, otherwise we are making a loss, as you see here, and it's good to hire more workers. Wait, in this enterprise there is room for 5 workers total. You have currently 1 worker. Every worker increases production by 1. Okay, well, let's hire another one then, shall we? Yeah, that's fine. So 2 craftsmen, and let's... Oh my, there's a lot. There's a lot to do here. I want to invest in this enterprise. Increase overall efficiency, 350 florins. Okay, you've improved your enterprise. Okay, and shall we purchase some better machinery as well? Yes, why not? And let's get some burglary protection, fire protection, less failures, less waste of materials, yes please, and a daily program for time efficiency, and better education for workers. And I guess we'll increase the efficiency even more. Can I do that even more? I don't even know. Our efficiency is level 2. And we're still making a... Oh, no. We're still making a loss of 71. I actually don't know why that would be, but maybe it's because... No, even the worker wouldn't make any difference, because firing him would just be minus 60, so it's not particularly good, is it? Okay, so let's increase the efficiency then. Let's increase the efficiency so much. There we go. Mostly attractive choice, yes. Okay, yes. Okay, I don't have enough money? Are you serious? How much money do I have? I have 5,000. I easily have enough money for that. Well, that's kind of weird. Well, let's just go back in and see whether he's been refreshed or something. I think efficiency is level 5 is probably the maximum. And let's see. Is there anything else? Let's go over the accounts. We currently produce bread worth 780 florins each week, while the quantity of flour needed to manufacture it costs 600. That's the thing, I don't want him to be buying anything. Huh. Most of the time the most profitable... Yes. No. That's the thing. Him buying the raw materials is the main problem here. Sell the finished goods directly because of our long-standing relations. Yes. If you find that you can acquire... There we go. You may place them in the inventories and we will use them instead of buying from the market. Likewise, if you feel that you can get a better price for the finished goods elsewhere, then you may ask us to deposit what we... Yeah. So... that should be fine, right? That should be absolutely fine. So I think we are now gonna go to our farm and we're going to use our scythe a little bit here. So I'm gonna start harvesting. Thank you very much. Yes, field 1. There we are. Okay, good. So this is going to be good now. So I'm going to try and get to the center before I start cutting things down. And maybe I won't get blocked by so many of the invisible walls this time. But it seems like this is actually a much better field than field 2 is. As you can see, I can just walk through all of these very, very easily in comparison. So I guess I better get to harvesting. Alright, so that is every single piece of wheat harvested, and I did have to go to the chest once because, well, as you see, the flour is just insane. We have huge amounts of seeds as well, so I'm going to be exiting the farm in just a second, and wow, yes, the chest is almost full. So let's exit the farm, and then we're going to go back in, and we're going to plant a couple of extras here. So let's plant some seeds. Field 1, oh yes. And I'm going to try field 3. I know one of you said to stay away from field 4 because that's not large enough. But field 2 did not do very well for me. So I'm going to try field 3, see if that makes a difference. But otherwise, there we go. Don't have any more seeds as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I have 1 extra seed, but that's absolutely fine. So we're just going to take the rest of this flour over to the mill once more. Alright, so I've done a little bit of exploring here with the menus and things, and we're making 30 pieces of bread every single time. Now, we are gaining a profit of 169, but look at the revenues here. 1,950, and then our input cost is 1,500, and then the labor cost is 300. So the only reason I was able to get this net profit up was by hiring more workers. But that's basically it. I mean, I could fire more, but then our production goes down, obviously, and, well, I kind of need to keep the production up, so that's basically all I could do, which is kind of sad, I gotta say. That is kind of sad. But I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try and take on a bandit party, see if we can do that, because obviously some of them would be kind of nice to take prisoner. Ah, hello, Sea Raiders. These guys are gonna be pretty difficult, so... let's see whether we'll be able to actually deal with them. 37 versus 17, and I do have a bow. My bow is terrible. I actually need to get a better bow. So I'm gonna try and find one that is reasonable and usable off a mount. Usually the ones that are more powerful will be the ones that you can use off a mount. So yeah, it seems like this episode has mostly been about crafting, and that's perfectly fine in my opinion, because obviously that is part of the mod of Novaritas, so that's pretty cool to me in my opinion, because obviously the mill itself, I've never even done anything with the enterprises apart from buying them. So I've just bought them, and then I'm like, oh yes, okay, give me your money please. Give me the money from all the goods that you make. And that's basically all I do, so... yeah, it's pretty nice to see a little bit more depth to that, because, well, obviously usually it's just a case of me buying it, for me specifically, but yeah, that's pretty cool, I gotta say. That is pretty cool. So we're gonna have to be a little bit careful here, because obviously running in, like I just have, is maybe always a death sentence. Yes. Okay. Oh, we're actually doing pretty well here. I'm very surprised. I am actually very surprised. Wow. Okay. No, I don't want to get killed, please, though. I would not like to get killed. Whoa, our forces are very powerful now for some reason. They used to be pretty bad, but I'm not sure what's going on there, but, well, I am not complaining. I am not complaining. I'm very happy about that. And I think that is it. Yep, that is it. Unfortunately, because we don't have any blunt weaponry, we're not able to take them prisoner. If we were able to take them prisoner, that would be a really nice way of getting prestige, according to many of you, so... maybe we're going to have to do that at some point. I'm going to swap out this Nordic shield here and use the other one. So, yeah, that seems fine to me. There we go. Okay, so we do need to make sure that we have a pretty good army as well. I mean, to level these guys up is actually very easy, so I'm pretty happy with that. And we have 5,000 florins. I'm going to see what we can do about gaining a little bit more cash. And then hopefully in the next episode, we will be able to purchase an even bigger piece of real estate. I'm thinking we'll probably buy another one that is about 19,000, but you never know. Maybe we'll be able to make so much with the mill, which is highly unlikely, but if we're able to do something like that with the mill, then that would be great. Oh my. Here we go. What do we have here? Oh no. I wish I had 10,000 florins now. Yes, if you read option 1, then you'll know why. Anyway, suddenly a rapid and unexpected cold summer breeze, you feel a deep headache. You strongly feel the urge to bang against the wall with your head to get rid of this inhumane pain. Okay, but the problem with this is that... Oh, okay. Well, 85% chance, minus 10,000 florins to get us to the best doctor of Calradia. I need the best medicine. That is 85% chance of gaining a good mental state trait. We have a 50% chance, basically. I am not going to take the chance that we're going to get a really bad mental state trait, so we're going to go for option 2. I don't have enough for option 1, unfortunately, but so, yes, option 2. We gained it! Oh, we actually did get one! Wow, that is amazing. He is skilled in expressing forceful and appropriate speeches, resolute, plus 10% to influence points per week. I actually don't know what influence points are. I know that we have prestige, but we don't have any. As far as I'm aware, influence... We do have influence points. Oh, okay, so I don't know how we gain influence points. I'm sure one of you will let me know. Anyway, you belong to the lower class and are part of the craftsmen. You do not hold any title. You belong to a class of skilled artisans or workers, masters in art, earn respect, and can be employed by the upper class. Thanks to your skills, the towns look much better. Well, that's good to know, I suppose. So, yeah, we're gonna... I'm actually thinking I'll wait for a little bit, and we're gonna see the next week's wages report. Alright, so I didn't have to wait that long, and as you see, the mill is producing 229. Yeah, it is not worth it, in my opinion, unless at some point it gets a little bit better. Maybe they advance a little bit more, but yeah, let me know. Does the mill get better even if I keep supplying it with wheat? Because 229 for all of this work, I don't think is worth it. I think that saving up and getting another piece of real estate is probably the way to go. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.